and our study is based upon the Aldenandera brasiliana, commonly known as Brazilian joy as a solution for typhoid fever. As we all know, bacteria are microscopic organisms that can be found everywhere amongst our environment. However, while some bacteria are beneficial, others are pathogenic creatures causing illness that may be fatal, which is the case of Salmonella typhi, the agent responsible for typhoid fever. Typhoid fever, as well as many other bacterial infirmities, are treated with a series of antibiotics. However, they have the function of inhibiting bacterial membranes, the growth of bacterial membranes. But they do this for both pathogenic bacteria and beneficial bacteria. So by that, we can understand that they do successfully treat this infection, but they disrupt the balance of good bacteria, also known as probiotics, in our organism. So we decided to talk about a natural way that doesn't have the same effect on our body.
The aim of this study is to exhibit the effectiveness of the Brazilian joy bean against infectious bacterial diseases such as typhoid fever due to its antimicrobial properties, and it also provides a stronger and healthy alternative against such diseases. The Brazilian joy bean, scientifically known as the Angola brasiliana, is an erect herbaceous tree native from the South America. The tree can grow up to 3 meters in height. This is the example of the tree. It has both the characteristic purple leaves and the green leaves. The purple leaves are the mature leaves and the green leaves are the underdeveloped leaves. The plant is commonly used as an ornament, but it can also be used as a medicine. As a medicine, it cures headaches, constipations, fevers, diarrheas, and it also has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and diuretic properties. Since this plant is already used in alternative medicine, we were able to reveal the nutrients that it contains. These nutrients include vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, and vitamin C. Vitamin A and vitamin C are used as antioxidants against pathogenic bacteria. Vitamin B1, B2, B3, and B6 are used in helping maintain the health of the cardiovascular system, the metabolism, and the proper lining of the digestive tract.
Approximately 21 million cases and 222,000 typhoid-related deaths occur annually worldwide. An estimated 5% become chronic carriers. In addition, typhoid fever is a disease characterized by a negative gram bacteria. And negative gram bacteria, they have a different structure. They contain an outer cell membrane which acts as a permeability barrier. Basically, it's harder to fight against pathogenic negative gram bacteria because this membrane is a protective membrane against harsh environments.
We hypothesized that the Brazilian joy could be effectively used to combat and reduce the severity of the typhoid fever because of its antimicrobial functions.
Typhoid fever, or also known as enteric fever, is an infection caused by a virulent bacterium known as Salmonella typhi. It thrives in poor conditions of sanitation and crowding.
The symptoms include constipation or diarrhea, rashes, fever as high as 40 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, and weakness and lethargy.
This infection is transmitted through fecal-oral route. Therefore, after the ingestion of the bacteria, they invade our digestive tract. They move down and they multiply in our bone marrow, in our spleen, liver, gallbladder, and kidney. Afterwards, they pass into our bloodstream, and there the bacteria are exposed to other areas of our meaning the infection becomes generalized. The distribution of typhoid fever is immense worldwide, especially in African and Asian countries. Hence the need to talk about an accessible way to treat this infection due to its impact worldwide.
During the photochemical analysis, it was revealed that the plant has potent thermopoids, phenolic, and alkaloids such as carvacrol, thiol, and carbaryl.
These compounds are responsible for these plants' antimicrobial functions because they inhibit the growth of bacterial membranes. But since they're natural components, they don't have the same effect on human bacteria as antibiotics do. We came across this plant through Mrs. Zalpina, 68 years of age, and since she has used the tea of this plant in the past because of typhoid fever, we decided to interview her and ask some questions about the changes that she noticed and if she experienced any
changes or
better results during that time.
Bem, quando há problemas de som, talvez dê pouco mais, põe a pessoa ativa, não tenho, por acaso durante esta semana sempre dormir mais tarde, não tenho problema de sono.
Now we're going to talk about how to conduct our experiment. Our experiment is based on preparing a tea with the leaves of Altamantera brasileira. These leaves, they extract minerals and natural components which are the beneficial ones for typhoid fever. We should store this tea for maximum 24 hours or else they lose their compounds and they don't have the same nutritional and antimicrobial effect. For this experiment, we use a liter of water, 20 grams of the leaves of the Brazilian jolie, a pot, and a strainer.
During the procedure, the 20 grams of the plant's leaves will be washed and dried, and afterwards added into a pot of boiling water. After about 10 minutes, you can take the pot out and strain the leaves out. You can add your sweetener, or you can drink it plain. Here we have the example of the procedure. As you can see in this image, the result tea has a reddish color, but the tea we're representing has a greenish color. That tea is the result of the tea after it's made and when conserved at about 24 hours. This tea is the result of refrigeration after 24 hours.
Meaning, if we refrigerate the tea for longer than 24 hours, we can clearly have an evidence of its change, and you can clearly see by its color that it's very different from the one that we're presenting because it lost minerals and it lost its effect. So it's very important to drink the tea at its proper time. And for our conclusion, we understood that this plant is very beneficial for typhoid fever because it is composed of very strong antimicrobials, and besides it has so many good nutrients that it can also strengthen our body to fight against these pathogens caused by typhoid fever. Thank you.